Welcome back to Baldeykino, guys, in Farming Simulator 22. It's April, on our way back from the store. Remember we, last episode, well, previously, we left some fertilizer at the store, and I took the truck down there with the tipper. Well, turns out it's no problem. Even though the truck is quite a bit smaller than the tipper, it's pulling it fine. I took the truck down there because it would have been a much faster trip. I wanted to get the rest of our fertilizer. Also, since last episode, I did call and talk to my uncle about fertilizing contract for this field. And sure enough, yeah, it's all ours. He's down with us doing... Whoops, I passed our turn there. Quite a bit more work on the field, actually. I'm not 100% sure on all the details, but he wants to offer us a pretty good deal of money for... well, I offered the fertilizer for him, and he said he'd pay us double if we do all the fertilization on it. That means both fertilization rounds, which means this month and the next month. But we'd be, if I were to take that deal, we'd be on our own to figure out how to do it next month, because next month, well, we'll have to find different equipment. That said, I'll kind of figure that out, feel that out. But for this month, for sure, we can use their equipment to fertilize it, and that's waiting for us down at the tractor park, I believe. Let's see, what else did we do? Well, we got the corn planted. In the last episode, I believe, yeah, we were planting corn, and I've gone over that and rolled all that field. So our fields here on our property are all good. Now that I'm back here with this fertilizer, I was kind of wondering if the truck would pull this big, heavy trailer, as it weighs substantially more than our pickup, but it went just fine. Let's park this back over here and finish the rest of that with our tractor. Just pull this in here. All right, into the tractor to get this. Yeah, I've just kind of been thinking about that fertilizing contract. It shouldn't be really anything at all. Well, it'll be quite a bit of work. I guess I'm thinking if I want to, make twice the money and do it this month and next month. Again, next month, it'll be growing. We can't use the thing about that is the equipment they're giving us to use for fertilizing, it doesn't have narrow tires. So next month, when the crop starts growing, we would have to find an alternative way, which is probably why they want to pay us more to do it and leave the burden off to us to figure out how to get that done. But I guess I'd probably be up for the challenge. I'd probably be up for that challenge. For now, let's get our fertilizer in here. We still got, well, one more day left in this month. So, yeah, I say we should at least get fertilizing on that field, especially since our fields are done. And any opportunity to make money sounds like a good idea to me. Let's get this trailer straightened out, and I'll see if we can get this backed up here. And we'll just dump this in here where it was. Tricky, very carefully trying to steer a trailer with... Oh, there we go. That was easier than I thought it would be. Sometimes these trailers can be really hard to steer when you block the front axle, but there wasn't a whole lot in the trailer, so... Come on, when's it gonna... There we go. Alright. And let's just park this back in here. And, well, yeah, then there's no reason not to, this month, piece of cake, no problem. Let's go down and check out the equipment they have for us to use. We're not picking it up from the dealership. It's down at the tractor park, down yonder. So let's see, I guess, yeah, I'll cut your ride down there. And, actually, I'll take the pickup truck. Yeah, I'll take the truck. I'm going to park the tractor over here, and I'll take the tractor... park the tractor here and take the truck down to the tractor park and see what kind of equipment they've got for us and get this sorted out for fertilizing and see if I want to sign up to, yeah, this month and next month, because right now there's no fertilization at all on that field. Yep, that field is big. And of course, we've done work on it before, so, I knew that. This time it's sorghum. And it sounds like, if we can get all the fertilizing done on it, they might want us, well, it sounds like kind of a long-term deal do long-term contracts on it, which is, you know, handy. It'd be like really kind of almost having a big field, and, you know, it's just right across the road from our farm. So, yeah, you know. Well, for right now, though, I'm going to get down to the collective farm, and I'll catch up with you guys there. We're almost there here. I guess we'll just pull in over here, and I'll see where they put the equipment. Well, I see a trailer over there, but see where they put the sprayer, so I can see what kind of sprayer we're working with. All right, so one good thing about doing a job for family is he's not going to expect us to buy the fertilizer. We got plenty of fertilizer to use right here. More than plenty. So I guess liquid sprayer. All right, so this is why this is, yeah. He said it was parked behind the building with the tractors. So this is what we're using. Now I see the concern. Yeah, and this is what I figured it was. Next month the crop will be growing, and this would smash the crops. So taking on a double fertilizing contract, which means, you know, fertilizing it next month after one stage of growth, we're going to have to find our own vehicle to take over there, which means acquiring one of our own or renting, but we're getting paid good for this. I decided it was worth the adventure to take on a big contract. All right, well, this thing's full. It's ready to head out there. It looks like it's got a decent working width, which is good because it's a big, big field. Now, does this have the grunt to pull that trailer? That's a pretty big trailer. You know, I'm not sure how fast this is going to use fertilizer. We have a trailer hitch on back. I'm sure we do. Yeah, we do. Well, let's see if this can pull that big trailer. I mean, that's a lot of fertilizer to haul out there, but it's also a really big field. So, you know, I think I'd rather pull that with a tractor because there's obstacles between here and there, and if that thing gets stuck or hung up, then we get this hung up too. So we're going to come back and get that with the tractor. For now, let's get out there. Yeah, let's get out there and see what kind of damage this thing can do with the sprayer capacity that's got. Kind of feel out the job a little bit. And, yeah, I'm going to take the road. I'm going to take the road. Some of the back roads might be, wait a second. All right, I was going to take the main road, but then I decided, what am I afraid of on the back roads? I've got a very big four-wheel drive truck here. There's nothing this thing has. I mean, look at the tires on this thing. Does this thing look like it's afraid to go off-road? No. So, besides, give me a chance to kind of feel out the back roads and see how they are back here. Since we've had some rain and stuff this spring, and it looks like, actually, as I mentioned that, it looks like there's rain on the way. So, especially if we're going to bring that big trailer down, let's see how this truck can handle this. It should be no problem. Yeah, it's no problem with this for this truck. Yeah, I was going towards the road, and I was like, wait a second, look at this beast of a truck that I'm driving. All right, so 11.9 hectares of sorghum. Well, let's get started on this. Now, this is a cool piece of equipment. I'm looking forward to getting stuff like this for our farm. And, you know, I should have a look at the weather forecast, because if that rain does come, it could be very inconvenient for us. I should have an idea of that. All right, there's no rain today, but you know what I also just noticed is that it's the time over there. It's 17:20. So there's no rain today, but when I was looking at the forecast, it looks like that maybe tomorrow. So, well, we'll just have to see. All right, so yeah, it looks like are we getting all the way to the edge? It couldn't hurt to jog over a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Well, you know, this truck is making decent work of it. Well, I guess anything that has a decent work speed, and it looks like, yeah, this job could go okay. It's just a lot of ground to cover. Alright, now that I'm kind of situated here in the truck, I love these old, bumpy, classic trucks. Oh, how are we on? Oh, okay, we're clear on that end. Good, we already passed that. This thing's got a pretty decent work speed. We're just flying up the field. I didn't know what to expect. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what to expect. He's got a couple of these trucks, but most of them are adapted for flatbed or semis. I haven't used one on the field before. I don't know what I was thinking when I was going to take it on the road, and then I was like, oh wait, this can handle off-road. Well, of course it can handle off-road. Driving on, it was meant to drive on the field. This particular one, anyway. I don't know. I guess I'm just getting my bearings. This is a total change from what we were doing earlier today. I was working on our field out there, our cornfield. So it looks like we'll get this a pretty good start on this tonight, depending on how fast this goes. And, well, our house is right there, so we can finish the job up tomorrow, which is probably what's going to be required. And it looks like, also, looks like pulling down that trailer would have been a waste after all, because I don't think we're going to run out. I think we're going to be good on the fertilizer. But yeah, I was not prepared for 16 mile an hour work speed. Now, some fertilizers go pretty slow. No, this one's not. And we'll have to, let's see, get a little creative around these power line poles here. Yeah, let's see. Let's try this maneuver here. Yeah, that didn't quite. It worked in my head. It was a lot farther over to jog, though. I didn't think it'd be that far to jog over. But it's okay. I mean, I can see where we've been, so. This is one of those fields, as you know, as we work this field more, we'll kind of learn it. It's kind of a field you want to work in sections, and I've only done a little bit of work on this field so far, so we're going to have to feel out exactly where the sections are. Well, for now we have this. It's probably not bad. You know, if you look at it, we got from, you know, kind of like a funny shaped triangle, you know, from here to that pole, you know, and then back down here. So we can work with this for now, I suppose. And then I'll worry about the other sections. Yeah, I guess a field like this, easiest if we kind of divide it up into sections. Whoops. Brakes are the other pedal or the brakes. There we go. And this is going to be done best keeping an eye on where we've hit. It may, you know, we didn't have to pay for the fertilizer. It's their fertilizer, their field. But you know, I'd rather not waste it all the same. We can come out here with our own equipment and touch up some of the smaller spots. Yeah, it sounds like that'd be. Well, if I want to show them we can do a good job and that I am up to the task of figuring it out next month, then I can show some initiative by figuring out how to do this as efficiently as I can. And I think that would be coming in with our equipment for the small areas that we can easily touch with some of the fertilizer that I got from the building over there. You know, as you saw, yeah, I just brought it back to our house. We have a decent amount to... we can trim around the power line poles there. And this is definitely going faster than I thought that it might. Well, I didn't know how fast this truck was going to move. Turns out, this thing's pretty ballin' off-road. So I think we got that entire section there. We can head over to the east section down here. Yeah, it's scary fast. And a job like this pays pretty decent too. This kind of acreage, well, he told me 45,000 for both fertilization stages, which is, well, so it's like 22,000 or so for each stage, which I checked, and he's offering us a fair price to fertilize this. I didn't think the truck would be so fast, if I'm being honest, but acreage per work-wise is fair, but he gave us one heck of a truck. That said, next month we won't have the truck. We'll have to figure it out, of course, like I said, earlier. Yeah, I'm going to have to compliment him on this. I'm going to have to be like, yeah, Uncle Pete, you didn't tell me that. That truck, is some kind of off-road monster. So we'll just hook around this. So we'll figure it out next month. Maybe have to rent equipment or... Wow, I did not imagine this going this fast. No, I'm still blown away. I'm still trying to, figure this out. I guess the real work will be next month, of course. I don't see any reason we can't finish this evening and then just leave the smaller bits until tomorrow. But it's nice that we get all the work done on our fields, and which makes me think we still got land that doesn't have fields on it. There's no reason not to go. Yeah, it doesn't mean we can, especially as this job is going faster than I thought, we've got time to put in and plant another field on our property, actually. There's absolutely no reason not to. Why not make another cornfield on our property? Why go into a planting season with land that we could be making money off that's not being used? That's a pretty fair point right there. So just get around this and take the extended contract on this, figure it out next month. We can use the money to a couple things. There's quite a few things we could do, but yeah, there's no reason not to plant another cornfield on our property. We get the whole section off in the northeast corner of our property. It kind of goes downhill back there, kind of behind the pig pen. That area of the property, I kind of forgot it's there. We can make a field over there. I don't know why. For some reason, I was like, okay, our corn's planted, I didn't think to myself that, well, just because our corn's planted doesn't mean that we can't. Who said we only have to plant one cornfield? I wasn't, thinking all the way on that one. Man, we need to get one of these trucks for our farm. One of these with a configurable, bed attachments. Yeah, that can have a lot of uses. We have a similar-ish truck. Kind of, if you want to count that old GAZ truck that we have, if you want to, it's got a it's got a empty frame, on the back to put different beds on it, of course. It's just not that our truck's not quite as yeah, it's not a bad idea. If you get money, we should have a look at replacing our old truck up there we're using as a dump truck for one of these. One of these Komsky trucks. Let's see here. Couple more rows. I think we're going to have enough fertilizer. All right, we might be able to get this last bit here. That doesn't matter. I'll come over this tomorrow with our equipment and get the small spots that were missed. Also, as incredible as this is working, and I honestly did not know ahead of time that this was, I did not know. I'd still rather take a more nimble tractor over this than, an 8-ton four-wheel drive truck. The crops are fine, sure, but I think we'd do the field a little better service with a lighter vehicle and more narrow tires. Nonetheless, All right, so that's all of the big bits there. Yeah, this thing is one heck of a machine. Well, let's see here. Our pickup truck is down at their farm. Well, it's 1807. I mean, it could be that I get down there and the gates are locked. I mean, I doubt it, but well, I've probably got a key somewhere for it. But that's we're already home, so let's just hang on to this for tonight. Take this back tomorrow when we do the rest of the fertilizer. I'll take the truck back. I don't know. It's kind of a cool truck. I might just park it. Well, we'll park it here for now, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's right. So another. Wow. Yes, I definitely want one of these. I mean, compare this to our, swap body truck over here, which that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, compare this to the one we have over here. Well, this is an extra truck they didn't want, and they gave to us. Now, there's a bit of a difference here. There's a bit of a difference between the two trucks. Yeah, I'm kind of really sold on this. I'm not in a huge hurry to give it back. I want to get one of these for us. I'll check on that. Oh, I left our weight out here from earlier. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, let's get our weight up before I forget and end up running over it and wrecking one of the wheels on that truck. Yeah, wouldn't that just be the perfect end to a... Yeah, let's get that. We don't need a 900 kilogram weight just sitting out in our yard waiting to be run over. Well, I didn't mean to leave it out there. I took it off so I could move the trailer, and then that's a bad place for it. Or, it'd be even worse if we brought our pickup truck home and ran over it with our pickup truck. Yeah, that'd be even worse. That totaled the entire thing, probably. Let's see here. All right, well, thus ends the first half of April. Let's move into the next day and see what awaits us in the second half of April. So if we wanted to get one of those trucks, I was just kind of having a look at the shop. They're not completely unaffordable. I mean, cheaper than a tractor of similar... thought I'd check on that. But let's see if there's any deals later in the month of April. No, second half of April. At least not yet. Maybe later in the day something might pop up over there. Yeah, it rained overnight, and it does look a little... Yeah, hopefully the fields will be fine, but it looks a little cloudy up there. It's supposed to clear up. Okay, so for the rest of the fertilization of the field, yeah, let's use our equipment. I don't want to... There's no need to waste that huge boom on that thing. We've still got fertilizer in our spreader. Yeah, we do. That's good. Should. Let's see here. Yeah, couldn't hurt to get some more in there, though. Let's pull that sucker out, and... Where's our... Oh, there it is. Our other tractor. Wow. It rained last night. Maybe I should have parked our tractor outside. Oh, yeah, let's get this washed up a little bit. And, well, also the fertilizer spreader as well. Especially as right now it's not completely full of fertilizer. It has some in it. Let's make sure it's covered, and we'll get out here. I'll get these both sprayed down a little bit. Yeah, let's get this stuff washed off. What's this over here? Oh, that's right, the stone picker, and then yeah, that's our obviously our roller. I finished rolling our cornfield and I parked it back there, I guess. We still have, that reminds me, we still have our potato harvester down at the store. We don't need to get it. I mean, we don't need to use it, that is, until a few months from now, obviously, but next time I head towards the store with a 3-point hitch, you see about grabbing that potato harvester and find a place to park it here. Let's get this out here, and oh, you know what? We've got a couple of pallets back here we can load off of. Make this quicker. I don't think there's a whole lot in these pallets, but there's some. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with this. It's just a few small areas to touch up, and if I don't need to bring out the bucket and start unloading out of our garage, I won't if I don't have to. Well, let's take this out there. Man, that is a cool truck. It dwarfs our orange truck there. If I see one of those going cheap, then I'll know it would be a good deal. Of course, well, we only have 2 swap body modules for our truck, so something like that would be definitely very versatile. Our wheat, it looks pretty good here. What bits of the wheat I haven't ran over yet, of course. Now, let's see, we got a 20 meter working width with this. Yeah, so it should be quick to pick up these spots we missed. And then after we get done out here, yeah, there's no reason not to head back to our farm and get a cornfield started. This is going to be a huge harvest this year, this field here. And from what I understand, we're good to take contracts, especially if they like our fertilizing job. Then it'll be ours to work throughout the year. But else, I don't want to make any commitments until I see how much work we have for us on our farm. But nothing we can't handle. No, our farm's even with another field. So here, once we finish this up, I'll look at laying out another cornfield. There's a little bit here, and then, oh yeah, there's another. I'll check down south by that next power line down there, and it's probably about it. But I'll have a look, make sure we get everything here. Well, that's it. That's the whole field. Yep, that was quick, easy work. I didn't think to expect how that was going to go. So we can turn, well, I guess I should take their truck back. Got that finished pretty quick. I'll get that truck back down to them at the collective farm. Make sure it's, as long as I'm here and I just had our pressure washer fired up, I'll give that truck a spray it down, get it back down there, and I'll fill it back up for them. Because they might need it on another one of their fields. So yeah, I should get that back down there. Maybe we could have a look at making a new field on our farm. For corn, I guess, maybe. As it's corn planting season, that seems like that might be a decent idea. We got everything we need for planting corn. So where would we want to put in another field here? I mean, we can maximize this here. Well, we could leave this for now. But yeah, there's a whole corner over there behind that shed, the whole northeast corner, and even up behind the house if we want to. There's no reason not to maximize our property's field area. Get this put away again. Done with it for now until, well, I guess if we make another field, we're going to want this out there to lime. All right, let's get this thing sprayed off real quick here. I mean, I took it that super muddy way out to the field. Well, I mean, no big deal because we ended up driving it out on the field anyway, but I'll take it on the highway back so it'll stay mostly clean. So I'll get this down to the tractor park and come back with our pickup. Don't think there's anything to run back here, so I think it's just going to be, yeah, taking this back. Oh yeah, I'll get this filled up down there. It's going to be a lot harder next month, though. Yeah, because, I mean, well, obviously, we won't have this truck. I'll have to I'll figure out what we're going to use, but it'll be a little more difficult, sure, next month. Let's see if we can get this filled up from this trailer here. Yep, it's filling. I don't think there's anything else we got to get. I think we can just take our pickup truck home. Now, wasn't there... That's right. This has got seeds and fertilizer in it. I'll remember that. If we need to use this, it's got seeds and fertilizer. This is really handy for refilling out in the field, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty overcast. I It's yesterday it said it was going to rain today, but so far today I haven't. I think this is supposed to clear away. Alright, so let's get back to our farm, and, well, I don't see why not start working on another cornfield and maybe get that planted before the month's over. And it'll give us 2 cornfields planted in April, so that sounds like a really solid idea for me. Whoa, I totally... Good thing there was no cars coming. I just ran out into the highway. Well, let's get back to our farm here. Well, it certainly is a lot faster moving around driving the car instead of a tractor. I made so many 20-mile-an-hour trips to town and back. Forgot how quick it can be. Yeah, the truck. Alright, so let's see if we're plowing. Well, either one of our tractors would be fine, but we still got the weight. I mean, yeah, kind of this is really, it's the only front loader we have. It's probably best, used as the front loader, and now it's got the weight on the back because we've got the new tractor, so I guess we'll be plowing with the new tractor, although, whoops, the plow's back here. So we'll get this out. I was just kind of thinking we could plow with either of them. Yeah, but this one's already, yeah, we'll leave this one situated with the weight. Let's put it over here for now. I kind of prefer to use the smaller tractor with the plow because, well, its working width is more in tune with a smaller tractor, but obviously this will be fine. Except for, actually, you know what I just kind of noticed? Immersion-wise, yeah. Let's, it's made to fit on a smaller tractor. Yeah, this one will carry it, but as you probably saw, immersion-wise, we're going to be better off using something fit for that size. I never caught that before. Well, I'm not sure I've pulled that plow with this tractor before. So let's just park this in here. And let's just swap out the weight. And that's okay. This tractor is, it's easier to tell where you're going because the plow is, yeah, about the same width as this tractor is. Well, thereabouts, yeah. It's the proper working width for this guy. Alright, so if I were a cornfield, where would I want to go? I don't see it. Why not, yeah, run it back behind the house and around that corner there. See how much room do we have to work with. Quite a bit. We can have quite a decent sized cornfield. Well, guys, I'm going to get started on this. We'll have a cornfield back here. I'm going to get started plowing this. I need to kind of get out here and kind of survey the land a bit and see what's going to work best. I'm not worried too much about where buildings might go because, fields can be moved, fields can come and go. I can rearrange the size of the fields or whatever. So we can just put the field back here, and then if we need room for buildings, I can take that room out of the field. We'll see how it works and see how the land flows. And for now, I'll get the field started back here, and I'll catch up with you guys later this month or next month, probably quite possibly next month, and see how that went. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Today was a crazy episode. I didn't know how that fertilizing was going to go, but that was only part of it. Next month, we get to figure out the rest of it ourselves. Probably, most likely, end up renting equipment to do so, but it's a good paying job, so we'll see about that. Guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time here in Baldeykino, Farming Simulator 22. Welcome back to Baldeykino, here in Farming Simulator 22. Back on our farm here, let's see. Earlier today, here at the end of April, last thing we did was we did a first stage of fertilization on one of my uncle's fields. It's going to be a pretty decent paying job, and something I'm going to discuss with you guys here in a second is it looks like fertilization may be a bigger money maker than I thought. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Here you can see that, let's see, last episode I discussed putting in another cornfield in our property as we've got property that we're not using, and why not have a field on it? It's still corn planting season, so I've clearly decided where that field's going to go. Yeah, so here in the northeast corner of our farm, just kind of working on plowing this field here, and this will be, I guess it will be a cornfield. It looks bigger than it is. what I did was to maximize it to the edge of our property. It's kind of a round field. Yeah, I did that because I figure if we don't have to turn around at the end of any rows, I can kind of stretch it to the edge of the property and get the most out of the property area. So yeah, it's set up this kind of a round field so we can just kind of go around it in loops for the most part, except up here at the northwest end of it, there's room to turn around there. So actually, the design of the field kind of worked out pretty well because, yeah, it lets us use the maximum amount of property, and there's plenty of space here to turn around, and we've still got plenty of space to get to our vehicles. This field is, yeah, again, it looks big, is what I was saying. It looks really big, but it's really not. I don't think it's as big as our other cornfield over yonder. I don't think it's as big. It feels like it as I'm plowing this. I've been plowing at this for a little bit, but well, anyway, so the fertilizing thing, I was thinking, I was having a look and thinking about it. I think there's some other, we might look and see there should be other fertilization contracts. And if they pay anything like we're getting paid to do my uncle's field just south of us, this might be a prime opportunity to make money here in springtime, which is, good because we're going to need equipment coming into the fall. Well, later this year for our first harvest of our fields and such like that. And I was having a look at, this screen here. I was curious how many miles have I actually driven on this map. I looked at this and 341 miles. Because I was thinking, I mentioned last episode something about all the trips to town that we make, all the trips I had to drive back and forth with the tractor. Well, I guess that combined with, obviously distance we've driven on fields. And anyway, I thought that was a little interesting. So just kind of working on this for the moment. I was going to have a look here in a minute and see, about fertilizing. If we could still use that truck, because that truck made it pretty fast. I mean, it made it insanely fast. Now, that said, if we were to take on a contract on someone else's field, we would definitely have to buy the fertilizer. But, yeah, might have a look at that here in a minute. It's going to get some more plowing done here. And this will make a nice field. It could be challenging to work in bits of this, like where I just came from, as that's pretty far downhill. Now, this tractor already moving with the plow, no big deal, but, well, we'll do the work with the bigger tractor. I don't think that uphill is going to really, it's not a big deal, I don't think. Yeah, this is pretty slow. I think maybe it feels like it's taking longer because I guess the other field, the last two fields that I've done, or last three fields we've made, all our other fields basically on our property, back and forth, one row, then another row. Maybe this just feels like it's taking so long because it's one long loop around. It certainly, when I started the field, it certainly looked like it was going to take forever because it was just one thin little outline, but I guess it does fill in pretty quick. As one trip around it takes, basically twice the width of the plow out of it. So just thinking here, we've got, I think, everything we need to finish this field here already. We should have enough seeds, fertilizer, and lime. We should, with any luck. That said, I haven't taken payment for the fertilizing we did earlier for Field 4. That's the field that we fertilized, last episode. That's Field 4. I should just call it that. It's the sorghum field we fertilized just south of our property. Well, because I was going to do both this month and next month for one lump sum, but I might see if we can get payment for that. I told him we'll go ahead and we'll figure out how to do it next month as well. We'll have to use our own equipment or rent equipment or something, but I'll figure out how to get that done next month. And I'll take payment for what we did last episode because we're going to need that money to buy something, whatever we need to finish this field. And I have a sneaking feeling that I want to take on some more contracts. Somehow I seem to have it in my head that this field here that I'm just now plowing, even though it's not done, is not enough work, and that there's yet more that we could do in the month of April, apparently. Well, let's just have a look. If I was... Yeah, see, there's 2 fertilizing contracts here. See, these are big fields. I told you there was bigger fields than field 4, and there are. Field 10 and field 9 here, 9 and 10. Those should be, I think, in the southwest corner of the map. Those are the 2 big square fields right there, side by side, I think. One's 20 hectares, one's 22 hectares. Those are good paying contracts. We'll buy our own fertilizer. And wow, that's really crazy. Just think about that. We'll go borrow that truck from the collective farm again. Heck with that money, we could buy one of those trucks for ourselves. I mean, we could make a lot of money doing that. We'll buy the fertilizer for those. That'll take a chunk out of it. But yeah, I'll get payment for what we did last episode, and we can make good money. Yeah, just what's left of April. I thought we would be able to, and so I figured, well, let's, check and see. Okay, so yeah, one of those fields is down here, field 10, but field 9 is right here. I'm sure that'll look big when we get there. It's where the contracts are. As big as this field looked when I started, I did notice as I was saying that, I noticed as I was saying the field was shrinking pretty quick, actually. The size left to plow, that is. I'm really excited about this idea here of making money on those contracts using my uncle's equipment. He might want us to pay for using his equipment, which I guess would only be fair. I'll toss him a couple $1,000s to borrow the equipment. I guess that would only be fair. Still, it's a huge profit, and it shows me how lucrative fertilizing contracts can be. And this time of year next year, it'd be nice to have one of those trucks. I just couldn't believe how insane that went last episode. It was kind of the opposite of, well, I've had some contracts that were painstaking, like that sugar beet contract last fall. That was painful. But anyway, so there's another chunk taken out of our field here. Yeah, let's I want to go have a look at this. As long as we're back by the house, I can pick this back up later. I want to look into this. So let's park this over here just for right now. I want to have a look at this. Let's see. Let's head down there with our truck. We'll see what we can do. So I'll catch up with you guys down at the tractor park. I'm going to go down there, see if the truck's there. If it is, I'll offer to rent it from them, and I'll fill it with fertilizer. Well, I'll use what fertilizer's in it, and then we'll fill it. I'll make it up on the back end. I'll make it up. We'll see. I'll get down there and have a word with them, and I'll see. All right. So I had words with them, and I offered to pay him $5,000 to rent this truck, and so we could do those fertilizing contracts. So we're gonna borrow this truck. Yeah, I paid him $5,000. That's out of what he paid us for the first round of fertilization. I went ahead and took payment on that, and then gave him $5,000 so we could rent this for the rest of the day and do some fertilizing around here, some contracts. And I said I'd also pay for the fertilizer in the truck. So we got some money to start with, and we can make some good money, I think, doing this. I mean, that's what I've been saying, like, this episode. It just kind of hit me, and the more I thought about it, the more it seemed like, it was going to be a good idea. Oh, there's a truck here this time. Let's see. So what I'll do is I'll just use what's in the truck, and then I'll fill it up. Yeah. It's funny, too, because just a couple episodes ago, I was complaining about paying for fertilizer. Well, with some good paying jobs, that's not going to be a problem anymore. Yeah, that incidental cost will once again just be incidental So let's see, we're going down to field 10. Now, what's the best way to get down there? All right, I just had to look at the map, and, well, let's go ahead and take the contract. So we're going to use our own equipment because, well, yeah, I've already paid to rent the truck. So I don't see why not take both of these. Just take them now. That is some money right there, and we've got the equipment to do it. And I had to look at the map, and it's actually some roads I've not taken yet. I haven't been down here either. I have not been down here either, so this is a new drive for me. We're going to go straight. We're just going to take this south, and it should take us right to field 10. Make sure there's no one coming. And yeah, and also, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for collectibles, because I've only found 14. While I was on that the stats screen, I saw I've only collected 14 out of 100, and I have not been to this part of the map. Oh, that guy's... Oh. There we go. Get out of his way. So, yeah, anyway. Going down this way. Oh, what's over there? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here that I haven't seen. So, apparently, if we just follow this south, stay on the road. Of course, which is the road and which is not, I don't know. Just stick on this. See the little southern kind of outskirts of Baldeykino here. Pretty countryside out here, I think. I like these little country houses and stuff. That's cool. There's a little lake down here. I did not know there was a lake down here. And a very rickety looking bridge. If we got over that other bridge with that big wagon full of soybeans, this shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, that's a cool little lake. And what have we up here? Oh, train track. I'm assuming. Yeah, I think the train runs over this. Can we run under it, though? Nope. And so that's where things get interesting, I suppose. Yeah, I would say I didn't see that coming, but I didn't even know that was there, so... Well, let's see if we can go this way. We can at least get a better view of where we're going from up here and see. Well, that's the field probably over there. But, yeah, I'm going to have a look at the map here. All right, had a look at the map. That is the only way down there. Unless we go up here. There's a crossing up here, and it shouldn't be an underpass. It should be over the tracks. So we're going to have to go east a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way there technically, but if we go east far enough, we can maybe cross over the top of the tracks. So, yeah, this truck, I didn't want to catch the boom of the truck on that underpass. But down here, there's a crossing. Hopefully it's an overpass. But you know, it's looking more like, yeah, it's also an underpass. Well, let's see. We might have to get creative. Whoa, the road is a little bit wonky here. I'll see if we can fit under this. Yeah, I think we've got this crossing. For some reason, the other one was just, yeah, you saw, just a little bit too low, but here we go. Well, that's good to know, because I don't want to go off-road tearing through someone's property. All right, now let's make sure that we're going to... not here. We're going down here. Well, the field is so big. This must be field 11 here. I believe this is field 11. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't see the number. I was looking at the name. I didn't think to look at the number. I think it was field 11. I was looking for Yulia's field. That's field 10. And that's oddly the only thing I was looking for. Alright. This should be it here. Yeah, that's a big hunk of land. Yulia, 22.2 hectares. Yeah, that's a big space of field. But we've seen what this thing, if you were here last episode, you saw what this thing can do. This thing will make quick work of that. I'm definitely getting one of these for us. when we can afford it. Maybe one will go on sale or something. Or maybe we'll just have enough money and it won't matter. I already have an idea for one purchase we can make. Once we're going to have some money soon, and I've got one idea for some money. Let's get this out here. Well, one thing I was thinking of is, I'll leave it as a surprise. Nothing too flashy, but something very cool nonetheless. No big deal. Let's get started on this. Here. Oh, how about I just get a better view of where we're going. Yeah, this will make quick work of this field. I mean, it's a big hunk of land, though. And it's kind of square. I'm not going to pull up the map again. I remember looking at it on the map. It's square. So there's no clear direction to run it in. So I'll run around the border and get a good idea of the layout. You know, maybe I got a little cocky with how quickly we did Field 4 because, well, this is twice the size of Field 4, almost twice the size. I told you guys, there were some big fields here in Baldeykino. There are big fields. There are several fields this size. There's one that looks like it could even be bigger than this. But this is not exactly going to be a trip to the grocery store, but it shouldn't take... It's not going to be painstaking, you know. Let's run east to west and see... It should be about the same size. Whoops. The lever for this sprayer control is different from... There we go. Okay, actually it's not. I just pushed the wrong one there. So, yeah, that's a big field. I like it. I'd like to have a field this big. Well, and we can one day. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of land here. Now, we are going to be responsible because, again, you know, this is a third-party job we're taking on. I already paid the money to rent the truck, so the fertilizer's coming out of our pocket. But with what they're paying for this, we should still be good. We'll be good. Yeah, we'll be good with what they're paying us for this. I believe it said this is paying... Did I see that right? That it's paying 40-something thousand? 40-something thousand for this. Which, per acre, I mean... That's what it's going for around here, because we've got about half that for one stage of fertilization on Field 4, and it's about half this size, so... Adds up. Yeah, it's going to be a few of those trips, though. 10% completed. Yeah, you know, for this, there's that trailer down at the collective farm full of liquid fertilizer. We might want to grab that and bring that down here. Yeah, that way we're not making trips back and forth to the store. Because it's going to take more than this. It's going to take more fertilizer than this truck has in it. Sure. It might behoove us to, grab that trailer. Yeah, I'll go down, once I get back to the northeast edge of this field, since I know where we're going now, I'm going to go grab that trailer, fill the truck off of it, and just use from it, and then refill it at the end. That sounds like that would be the most efficient way to do this. As few trips as possible. You know, I'm always trying to figure out how to make as few trips as possible. And you remember my distance driven over, 340 miles? No matter how much it seems I try to find the most efficient way, we still end up taking lots of trips. Well, let's hope that's not the case today. Let's hope here in April we can make some quick money doing things efficiently. Whoops, how about we get the truck straight first? Yeah, my driving is... I'm getting a little excited or something, apparently. There we go. Well, I'm excited. This is a good paying job. Good paying job. We'll replace that orange dump truck that we've got. Well, it's a SWAT body truck just like this. This is just a step up. Let's see if I can maneuver this without... Yeah, we're going to have to... Well, may as well just use this space here to turn around. I should have noticed how good the fertilizing money was. See, I should have noticed that a few episodes ago we did a fertilizing contract where I had to pay for the fertilizer and I was complaining about that. I should have noticed how good the money was then, but I didn't because I was remarking about how I couldn't wait for harvest season because those contracts pay well. But we were doing a small field. I guess I didn't notice, I didn't extrapolate, the price per hectare and figure in the fact that there's 20-something hectare fields here. Of course, we'll have to see at the end exactly how much of that. And the thing is, then there's that fertilizing contracts and, what I was complaining about a few episodes ago, having to pay for the fertilizer. It could be that fertilizing contracts pay so well because you have to pay for the fertilizer. We'll see all that. I can only know that once we get finished here and I see how much we've had to purchase. But I think it's a good investment. I think it's worth giving a shot. Let's see. Well, I guess I'm already partway there. I'll just back down here, head west from here. I think when we see the kind of cash we end up with, it will have been worth it for sure. That's all that's going through my head is that. So after this, finish up that cornfield. I think we've got time to do all that today. Not necessarily with this episode, but I mean here in April, these contracts and get the corn finished on our land. Next month, I believe, our pigs will hit puberty. I haven't checked our pigs. They, I think it'll be next month they hit puberty. They still have, Again, the bars are in the red. That's because there's only 10 of them. Yeah, pigs should be able to, they'll be fully grown next month. And, they still got plenty of food. They still got like 7,000 liters of grain. Grain's not ideal, of course, but starting later this year, they'll have our own homemade pig food. Now, should have a name. We should get a name for our farm or something. Yeah, our own custom-made pig food. Who knows what we can do with that? Well, production is good. We can get more pigs, and we can outsource it, sell it or whatever. Have our own brand of pig food. Just kind of seemed like the thing to do. Well, there's that pig pen already on our property. It kind of seemed like the natural thing to go into, and pigs are cool. And, well, also with pigs, we can have a look at the meat market. Here in Baldeykino, there's a market for smoked meat, so I wonder if... I haven't really had a look at that yet. I assume pigs would figure into that. Well, this contract is 50% complete. Let's see. I've had problems so far. I've exhibited many problems lining this thing up. But I think that's weird. The boom is reaching out there. Well, there it. Yeah, I trimmed it out. Yeah, this is definitely, without a doubt, my favorite fertilizing vehicle. Well, for the first stage of growth anyway. You wouldn't want to run this thing on a planted field after it starts sprouting. No, you would not. Not unless you are okay with crushing some crops, which, I don't know. The speed at which this thing can move, heck, it could be worth it, I don't know. But, nah. It's good for the first round, though. And these are some big fields. Imagine coming out here to harvest this field and just seeing, what crop is this? Just seeing wheat as far as the eye can see in this. Yeah, I still got a few more passes up and down this field to make. Yeah. Then again, I look that way and I see how much we've done. Huh? And then I look at how much fertilizer we've used. Yeah, it's okay. The amount they're paying, it'll be fine. As soon as this truck runs out, I'll do what I said earlier. Run back to the tractor park. We'll get the trailer. And then that way we'll be able to go straight from this field all the way northeast, locate that field, and we're going to have to go down to the train and pick up like an entire train car worth of fertilizer. I think while we're down here, because the way to get out of this field is actually I've got an idea for that. I think I'm going to risk it and go back west. Well, because we got to go west anyway, may as well spray our way west. And I think I know how to get this truck under that railroad track. And that was the wrong button. There we go. Something about the controls of this sprayer, I don't know. I keep pushing the wrong one, apparently. Yeah, I figure, let's see, I don't know where the road is, but, it's over there. It is over there. That's right. It's not from the west end of the field. This field leads to the west, western way north. That's okay. We don't have enough spray to get back. Yeah, I was thinking wrong. That's what I was thinking. That's okay. What we'll do is, let's go ahead and fold this up. And let's feel out the way to get back north. And what I'll do is I'm going to leave this tank here on the field. That way we can get under the railroad track on this end without having to go all the way down like we did before. So we'll just take this road back. And we'll take the next way north, which it's got to be up here a ways because it goes under the railroad track. Oh, there it is, actually, right there. All right, it is kind of... What's this building here, I wonder? This building is where we're going to park the sprayer, but... Huh. I just thought I'd have a look around, as I haven't been here yet, but... yeah, just someone's building it, probably to stage farming equipment for that massive field. Let's drop this off here. And yeah, this way we can just take the truck back and fit underneath the, yeah, we'll pull the trailer. Yeah, I already thought about that. We're going to pull the, yeah, because I'm leaving the empty tank here, but we're going to come back with the, I wasn't going to fill the truck there. I was going to bring the trailer back and keep the trailer with us. So, fill it when we get back. That way we can just take the whole assembly up to the next field as long as we have this truck checked out in our name. So we get to try a different road north. See some more of the area around Baldeykino that I haven't seen yet. Oh. Maybe that's the owner of the field checking on our work. Yeah, I'm not done yet. We'll be about to finish. This, I think, is the way we came. This looks, yeah, like it could be the way we came, because that's the road we went to first. Yeah, so I guess we have been down this road. Is this right? Either way, go north. We got to cross the main road at some point. Yep, this is the road we turned on, I think. Yeah. Alright, now let's pick up this trailer. And, if all goes well, then it holds enough to do both jobs, and then we just fill up the trailer, bring it back. Yeah, that holds a lot. Yeah, might want to take this slow. That is a heavy trailer. They're like, yeah, it's like an entire train car worth of fertilizer. And they're probably like, what is he doing taking our trailer away? I'll let them know that I'm bringing it back full. Yeah. Alright, traffic coming. Yep. Oh, dang it. I was hoping to carry that momentum across the road. Well, there's no stop sign. It's just a yield sign. I was looking. I checked, but I was trying to carry my momentum across the road there. Whoa, now this is a lot of weight to pull over this bridge. Yeah, I suppose it is. But there's no sign saying I can't, so... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, I didn't see that coming. No, I'm going to be honest, I didn't. And now we got an issue of, well, now we got a small issue here. It must be the weight of that trailer is, yeah, I didn't, boy, this is just a bad underpass here. Yeah, road maintenance in rural Siberia is not exactly up to the standards I'm used to. So, they just don't have the standards out here, I guess. Well, I got to figure out exactly how... Well, it's not just a matter of backing the trailer up. Tell me how to back it up. I'd love to back it up. I can't block the axle either, not without straightening it out. So we're going to have to back it up really carefully. I mean, there's no way to go forward. That's right out. And the thing is, as I sit here and ponder what to do, it is jackknifing itself more and more. Well, I tried for a good long while, and there was no way to get the trailer out of there. I had to have it towed. So we are now, yeah, we're on the other end of the map now with the trailer. I got to take it back so we can finish that field. Now, I did think that, well, there is a field on this side of the map we have to fertilize. That's true. But the sprayer for the truck is still by the field that we were working on. So I got quite a drive to get back, especially as... Well, I chose a perhaps kind of unorthodox way to get back. There's no easy way to get back to where we were either, so I had to have the trailer towed. Something went wrong. Hey, something always goes wrong. I feel a little bit better now knowing that something went wrong, so now we're probably in the clear, right? We've cleared our Murphy's Law allowance for the day. I just got to get this back to that field we were working on. And it's the only way to get back there is back roads. It's either going this way or all the way north back to the main highway, take the highway all the way west, and then all the way south back down that road. So in the end, any way we go back is going to take a minute. So I'm taking the scenic route back this way. But long story short, I guess do not use that western bridge under the railroad because... This thing, it just, well, you saw what happened. It didn't fit under it, and then the issue was the hitch on the front, the whole front end of this thing got jackknifed, and there was no way to get it out from under the, where it was. So anyway, I'm going to take this road. This road's going to lead us there, kind of through the woods, kind of indirectly, but this is going to take us there. We just keep following this west. According to the map, anyway, the map has this road kind of weaving through the forest back there. Yeah, managed to get through the woods, out into the clearing. Now we just got to head west. I thought I saw something back there. Now we just got to head west, field 10. And, yeah, I know some, hey, I've learned some lessons, some things you don't do. I've also learned that traveling in the back roads of Baldeykino can be a little unforgiving in certain places, so... And there's not much good way to get down to these fields aside from, yeah, taking these back roads south of the tracks. But we're already back. Already back. Yeah, now that trailer, and this is kind of what I was encountering where it was. Well, unforeseen things. For instance, this hitch sliding. But hey, let's go ahead and get this hooked up and keep going. Get this filled back up, of course, and then I'll get back out there. It looks like there's only a couple more trips to make down the field, and then we'll be going up to the other field. At least I know how not to go across the map now. It was kind of touch and go getting through. There's like a sawmill or something down there. Getting through the woods, where the woods get really thick up there. I don't advise pulling this trailer through. So at least I know that now. I know we want to take the eastern rail bridge under the railroad, and then it's best to use the highway, and we'll go east that way. So at least, you know, I've got that knowledge now. Now I can get the southern bit of this field, and this contract will be done. So it'll be good to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, getting paid for this contract, going into the next one. Alright, and we're going again. Looks like probably just maybe this pass and one more pass, something like that. And we'll have the contract complete probably. Alright, so it just said it's 90% complete. You know, as it's pretty smooth fertilizing with this truck, but I gotta say, in my own way, I definitely found a way to earn the money for this contract. Before I gave up and had the trailer towed, I tried everything to get it out from where it was and get it backed up. I tried, yeah, I will have earned this money pretty well, and of that I'm sure. That's okay. I'll make sure the next field goes good, and then we get to work on our own field, back to our own field, you know, doing our corn. All right, we are done on this field. Let's get this folded up, and let's go ahead and let's see here. Let's turn this in. So completed, yeah, 41,000. Yeah, I kind of earned that a little bit. There's a lot of driving, a lot of work, but that's complete. So now we're headed up to field 9, and I see how to get to field 9. It's a pretty direct route. We're not going to mess around or take any weird ways to get there. We're going to go straight there, and it should take right about one full tank of this, so it's good to know. But I need to get this trailer turned around. Well, let me, yeah, let's get this trailer turned around. I was going to fill the truck, but we'll get down there and then I'll get it filled. I got to get the trailer facing the other way because, yeah, I know not to use that tunnel now. All right, got the trailer turned around. Now, yeah, just east and then north back up that, through the countryside there. We'll catch the highway. We're going to take the highway all the way east, this time past the bakery, all the way past the bakery, and there's a road that goes north. I haven't been on it, but it's a straight shot right up to by where field 9 is, so should be easy. We just got to cross the breadth of this field. Actually, I checked. We're taking a different road north to the highway because I don't want to backtrack all the way west, so we're going to take, this should go straight up north. Haven't been this way, but this should go north right to the highway. And so I'm gonna head there. And guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been a well, a more adventurous episode than I thought when we started, as I kind of decided to do all this, but I'll see you guys next time. We're going to come out of this with some pretty good money. Take care, guys. I'm going to go fertilize the other field. Should just be more of this, and then I'll meet up with you guys back on our cornfield, and we'll have some money headed into a new season with all kinds of new opportunities and things we can do. Guys, thanks so much. I'll see you next time.